Hello guys and gals, and welcome back for a little chat with the world's most average Hunt Showdown player. We're jumping right in with the most beautiful RotJaw, and if you didn't know, RotJaw is a girl. Little fun fact for you. So the first mistake is not knowing how to locate RotJaw. There are several indicators to help you find RotJaw that are not normal. The first one we have is right here, a trace. The trace will point you in the direction as you see. In dark sight, this is what it looks like for the trace, but they will point you in the direction and you just make a straight line moving forward. You continue to move forward until you find another trace in your dark sight or just on the map. So, moving forward, we continued southwest until we finally made it to some more water. RotJaw will always be located in water. That is a fact. So if you look at your map, you can continue to go anywhere where you see big bodies of water like this. Now, another good indicator is you can try to listen, and you might be able to hear RotJaw make some RotJaw noises, as I'll put it. As once you hear them, you know what they sound like, and that is a good way to listen for them. And just like any other boss, this is a roaming boss, a wild target, different names for it. But just like any other boss, they will show indicators on their screen, as you see here. When you are near, it will show white, or if others are around, it will show red. So there are different indicators to help you track down and find RotJaw using the traces, the dark sense for traces, and the white flashing indicator. And at this point, this is where you go to a big body of water like this, and you maybe try to listen for those RotJaw noises, like I said, or if you want to just throw caution to the wind, go in the water. Soon enough, you will find her.
Oh my god!
And with that, the battle begins, and you can see my first mistake is just shooting RotJaw like that. It does very minimal damage. It does nothing. It's just not the route to go. As you see, a quick fix here is one of my teammates had a tower card, and it took roughly half damage. So that's a great way to do it. Another item could be wax dynamite if you could set that up, because normal dynamite will of course just fizzle out in the water and not explode. So if you can attack with different items like the tower card or wax dynamite, that helps. A little small fix, and this is a bug. You can see right now RotJaw is being kind of weird. If you see RotJaw isn't coming at you or anything, you kind of have to just stand in the water and wait for RotJaw to attack you. You have to use your quick twitch muscles to avoid the attack. There are only 2 attacks, but there is a small bug with RotJaw right now, so that's just a small tip that might not be necessary in the future, but if you notice them bugged out, then that's what you do. Another quick mistake, if you see to the right, my teammate has a penny shot Derringer, and they are just too far away to really do substantial damage. So with that being said, the fix to this is just getting close and personal. My teammate here has a heavy knife, and if you listen, they did about 2 swings there with their heavy melee weapon, and were able to take them out just in a great amount of time. So getting close and personal, that's what you gotta do with RotJaw. And once you learn their movements, it's not as worrisome as you think. With that, we're going to go into possibly the final mistake that I believe, this is personally preference, is your pledge points. If you have these, I recommend personally to use them before you leave the match. There are some things that you can keep your pledge marks for, like a 4-shot boon to start your next match, because they do roll over. But there's a quick fix of finding possibly the best trait in the game, which is, of course, Death Cheat. If you know where this is and you have the points, I recommend going to it. The other thing is going to the circus, and if you are low on cash, getting the cash registers, or there are different traits there. There's even sealed weapons. So I personally believe it's best to spend them all before you leave the match. Especially, you can get them so quickly going into a match, and you will most likely have some rolled over regardless at the end of a match. So it is best just to use them all, because you don't want to go into a match with 4 just to possibly get spawned attacked and, lose all of your tokens that you were hoping to use moving forward. As I stated, there's always the cash registers, there's the sealed weapons, there's the different traits. You can also find Hunter XP. There's always just something around to spend those pledge marks on. So if you would like to, and look at how simply we're getting more points to get another pledge mark soon enough. It's so simple to get pledge marks. So for me personally, my opinion is use them before you lose them. With that being said, this is another mistakes and fixes for very new or average hunters. If you see any more mistakes or fixes, please put them in comments down below. Thank you all for watching the video. Be safe out there, enjoy your time, and I hope to run into you at the bayou.